Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Lost Highway. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guide 365. Okay, Lost Highway is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by the Criterion Collection. It comes in a standard edition available at your local and online retailers. Now, when it comes to the film itself, I am a big David Lynch fan. Of course, he's got such a unique style, just visually and telling a story. Very few directors can compare. A lot of imitators, but none just like this guy. I mean, he really has such a flair for cinema. And when it comes to Lost Highway, it's just really one of those movies that I like to personally pair it with Mulholland Drive, one of my favorite Lynch films. They definitely have some elements and themes in common, and it's just really a fantastic pairing between the two. But the performances in Lost Highway, I mean, you got Patricia Arquette, Bill Pullman, Robert Blake, wow. I mean, really, if you're going to describe creepy characters, Robert Blake's Mystery Man, wow, he's got to be in the top 5 of any of those lists. And also has some wonderful imagery, and it's a movie that also demands repeat viewings. Of course, there's the whole thing of what it ultimately means and how certain elements fit together. But yeah, I just love going back to this one. I'm very happy that we now have a proper restoration on a home formats. Of course, director David Lynch has gone on Twitter and other platforms stating that the Kino release a couple years ago was just not up to snuff. Yeah, all right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of David Lynch's Lost Highway. Artwork is what I would expect, and I think it really works here. And then we have the back, and the spine, and then interior. Just a little bit there. And then, of course, we have a booklet, which is typical for Criterion. So, yeah, some good information there. And then we have some discs, the 4K disc, and a little bit of artwork there. So, I think actually overall really solid. Now, let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Lost Highway on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution and graded with both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Filmmaker David Lynch has publicly stated, as I mentioned earlier, that the transfer used on the Kino Lore Blu-ray used old elements and not under the direct supervision of Lynch himself when it comes to the transfer. Now, with this new Criterion 4K, this was fully under the director's approval and, in my opinion, is the most definitive version of the film on a home format. Right off the bat, the source used here looks very clean image-wise. Imperfections were minimal, if any, during my viewing. Film grain looks medium in density, only occasionally appearing slightly heavier in some secondary shots, such as when Mr. Eddie is driving up the hills of LA with Pete in the car. Colors throughout Lynch's film are stable and refined with the subtle Dolby Vision graded transfer. Renee/Alice's lipstick looks noticeably bolder. The same can be said with the various lighting Lynch likes to employ during a given scene. Black levels look fine, though they sometimes tiptoe on the line of black crush, such as when Fred is heading into the dark hallway near the first half of the film, or the mystery man's black outfit at the party and near the movie's climax. On the latter, I'm inclined to believe, based on the nature of the character, this is most likely intentional. Night scenes, however, look appropriately dark. I found these sequences relatively trouble-free. The 4K resolution, due to Lynch's filmmaking style, offers minimal gains in detail. Scenes often exhibit intentional softness and are very dreamlike, so of course detail enhancements aren't going to be as sharp as one would find in a normal film. That's not to say there aren't improvements to be found. The clarity as a whole is more apparent when compared to the Blu-ray counterpart. Lost Highway on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix. The DTS track is newly created for this 4K presentation according to the notes included with the Criterion disc. Lynch films typically have a wonderful immersive audio experience, and this one is no different. Much of the film is front-loaded with energetic audio cues. During Fred's sax performance, the audible impact overwhelms the listener as it should. As you'd expect, when the narrative starts to hit those crazier beats, the rear activity ramps up with a blend of music or atmospheric effects. Dialogue sounds clear with no issues to report. The low end is not overly aggressive. It accentuates on-screen action when called for, nothing more, nothing less. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Lost Highway on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A-. The new 4K disc from Criterion is an absolute improvement over the Blu-ray, and in my opinion, the most definitive way to watch the film on a home format. The Dolby Vision grading offers subtle enhancements, but for me, the real winner here is the overall clarity in the picture. This is a recommended pickup. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one a B+. The DTS audio track is a solid presentation, very robust in its delivery. On-screen activity is rendered nicely up front with occasional support in the rears. The film sounds really good on 4K. So that is my review of Lost Highway on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from the Criterion Collection. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comment section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.